Welcome to episode 18 of the Reboot Franchise. This will be the final 2 weeks of the 2018 season. And we're looking to go 500. It's all I wanted to do this season. I just want to go 500. I mean, 7-9 wouldn't be that bad. So we definitely want to win one game, but it is 500 we're after. And from that point on, we're into our best, draft year where we've got all those picks. And 500 will be long in the rearview mirror. That won't be a number we're thinking about. We'll have passed 500 by week 8 of next season. We're not planning to lose many games anymore after that. But this season, it was another rebuilding season. We knew that going into this. But we've got a chance to go 500 here and, get some honor for ourselves. It's not going to be, a great season, but we can at least look pretty decent. And it starts here against the 4-10 Panthers. Now, usually we play teams with bad records and we lose. Now, usually we lose a little easier than we lose against better teams. Not this time. We're taking it seriously, of course, but what I mean more than that is we are absolutely trying everything to win these final 2 games. Gonna be a little bit tough. We are missing the leader of our defense here in the middle. Hunter Washington is injured, out for the rest of the season. Has lost out on Defensive Rookie of the Year already because he's dropped to second and has no more games left to play. So that is a huge shame, but Trayvon Bromley still favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And of course, that is exactly what we're trying to get with him because he's already got a lot of XP now. Imagine him with that Offensive Rookie of the Year XP, and then, spending that on just a few stats will make him, he's already incredible. Very, very good, but it will make him absolutely unstoppable. Let's take a look at the Panthers. We'll be playing the one team that is stood in the way of getting a Jeff Fisher record at the very least. Now, nothing's really changed here at running back, but they've got Christian McCaffrey, not even the starting running back. 92 overall. Of course, in this universe, Calvin Benjamin was never traded away, and Jeremy Maclin is on the team. We, of course, did trade him away, so it's a returning player. They always play well against us, and Jeremy Maclin's a good player anyway. So at right outside linebacker, Preston Smith. Obviously not a scheme fit, but he's their starter, so it must be working out all right. Now, I've said something like this before, and it did not work out that way whatsoever, but we take a look at the cornerbacks, and we see, not the highest speeds, and we've got some fast guys. We could take advantage of this. So we've seen the team. Everything we didn't look at means it was the same, so we know it's going to be tough running against this front 7, but we're still going to do it. We are one of the better running teams in the league, and we will continue to do exactly that against one of the best front 7s in the NFL. So here we are at the home of the Panthers, and of course what we haven't mentioned yet is Cam Newton, who will be a big part of this game, and containing him will be a big part of this game, and he starts there running the ball, and we see what he's capable of, but we managed to contain him well enough there. 3rd and 14, they throw, but they do not get the first down, so we have the ball. 2nd and 3, Wes Manley gets sacked, we pick the ball up, then the lineman loses the ball again, and the Panthers recover, so they have the ball on the 11-yard line. 2nd and 3, and we stop them there. 3rd and 4 now, go into the end zone, but Eric Murray with an interception saves us there, gets us the ball back at the 20-yard line. A great play from him. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Wes Manley has Juju Smith-Schuster open. Smith-Schuster makes their catch. 2nd and 10 now at the 48, looking in the direction of Smith-Schuster again. For a shorter gain there, but the face mask penalty gives us plenty more yards. Then Trayvon Bromley just weaving through traffic, tackled, brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and he gets hit, fumbles the ball and loses it. That may be maybe his first fumble of the season, I'm not sure. If not, it's probably only his second. Again there, Cam Newton rolling out, but we managed to stop him. 1st and 10 at the 31. A completion, a spin move gets him away from our defenders. He's finally tackled, and on 3rd and 1 they try and run it with Stewart, but Xavier Gooden is there to make the tackle. 3rd and 6, we're on a screenplay here. Tariq Cohen gets the first down, spin move away, couldn't quite get away from the defender, and now Trayvon Bromley looking to run the ball inside the 10 is finally tackled, and on 3rd and goal, Manley looking to pass, completes it to Devontae Parker, but he's stopped short. We had to settle for 3, so the score now 3-0. A missed tackle there on Stewart, and finally he's taken out of bounds, and they have the ball at the 30-yard line. Now Cam Newton looking to run, somehow 2 people completely miss him. He's finally tackled. That'll be his elusiveness kicking in there. And on 3rd and 7, he's looking to roll to the right after the screen doesn't work. Chris Wormley doing a good job of keeping up with him, and we managed to stop him there, keeping him contained as for now. 3rd and 4, a short completion to Cohen, and that's just useless. We go for it on 4th and 2, but a great stop there. Preston Smith was straight up the middle to stop him, and again they try and run with Cam Newton. He tries to scramble to the right, but Xavier Gooden was there that time for the stop. They get a field goal. We're tied at 3 now. Trayvon Bromley moving through defenders, and on 3rd and 12 now, looking to pass for it. Wes Manley finds Juju Smith-Schuster. That was a completion. It is a first down. 3rd and 4. going towards the corner of the end zone. He had his man open, but he overthrows Kevon Flowers, who beat the coverage. Now Cam Newton looking to run again, and Cam Newton now finally has a big one. We've held him until now, and now he breaks a huge one. Jacobs there, can't tackle him. Brooks is going to need to bring him down. He finally does, inside the 5. 3rd and goal now for Cam Newton, looking to roll again, rolling out to the right. Can we stop him? He's got enough space to get it. Tim Williams couldn't make the tackle. Cam Newton finally, after being contained, breaks a big one and then runs another one into the end zone. But Trayvon Bromley, right on the return, first play, gets a big gain. We're now 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Wes Manley rolls out to the right, sets his feet again, completes to Kevon Flowers. Then on 2nd and goal, we go with Tariq Cohen to the outside. Absolutely nobody near him. 4 plays, we get a touchdown. We've tied the game again. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. On 3rd and 5, a big tackle by Xavier Gooden. Now, we run the ball. Trayvon Bromley was injured, but it is okay. It is a shorter-term injury. Now, on 2nd and 9, Wes Manley rolling out to the right, looking to pass again. But no, this time he tucks it, runs it, and takes a huge hit from Luke Kuechly there. 2nd and 10. 40 seconds left in this game. The completion to Juju Smith-Schuster. A fumble. He probably already stepped out of bounds. And now a great collection of blocks there from the lineman. And it sets up this game-winning field goal. And we take the win. There was a point in that game where I suddenly realized it's the 4th quarter and no one had really scored many points. But it doesn't matter. We win 16-13. Defense stepping up at the right time to get us the ball back and giving us a chance to go down the field. Wes Manley, what a great performance. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but 71% of his passes completed for 133 yards. But we did it on the ground. Trayvon Bromley, don't worry, is injured, but we could have brought him back in that game. We just kept him out. Jaquan Barber took over and did okay, 5 for 25. Trayvon Bromley, however, 22 for 136 yards. He's continuing to roll. A touchdown would have been nice for his rookie or offensive rookie of the year campaign, but I'm sure 136 yards will help him too. Juju Smith-Schuster continues to be a number 1 receiver. 4 catches for 80 yards, 1 ridiculous catch in double coverage on the sideline. I don't know how he did it. And then we take a look at the defense and our leading tackler, Eric Murray, then Casey Jacobs. So an interesting story being told there. 1 single sack by Tim Williams, 1 interception by Eric Murray as well. What a great play that was. Probably the reason we won this game. If they would have got that extra field goal, who knows? Did we get any forced fumbles? No, but all we needed was that 1 turnover, and we win the game 16-13. Close, but it's good enough. So we've got at least 7 and 9 coming out of that one. Now time to scout players, and I kind of realized everything's gone by so much quicker. I haven't really found anyone where I'm like, this is the number 1 guy. Of course, we've got a lot of number 1 picks, and that can be done at any point, but we've got to start looking for that as well. I've got to start finding my favorite players. Obviously, a lot easier to do when the combine results come in anyway. So here we go, final game of the season. And now I'm thinking about giving Jaquan Barber an entire half because Trayvon Bromley, he's had a whole season as a starter. Why not give Jaquan Barber a bit of a chance as well? What we really want to do here is finish this with 2 8-8 teams. Let the Raiders go 8-8, let us go 8-8. Not the Raiders go 9-7. We may ruin their playoff hopes, so they'll probably play a tough game here, a hard game. Also, let's take a look at what the Raiders look like this season. A big break for us in this game is the fact that Derek Carr is injured. Connor Cook will be starting for them. Starting left end, Quinton Coples. The starting middle linebacker, C.O. Moore. And then at free safety, Bradley McDougald starting for them. So we know the Raiders are a good team, but we've got a chance if Derek Carr's not playing. We could finish this season 500 if we put in another good game. So here we go. Here we can see the AFC playoff picture, and we see the Raiders are currently the division leaders, but they could very easily lose that spot to the Chargers if they lose this game and the Chargers win, and it could see them completely out of the playoffs. So it's a huge game with Connor Cook at quarterback, trying to get him this vital win to get them into the playoffs. We, of course, are trying to get this win to go 500. So really, if we do end up winning, it would be rather unfair. And the Raiders right now, 3rd and 9. We had a chance to get them off the field, but the completion there to Marshawn Lynch for the first down. A 3rd and 7. Another 3rd and long, another chance. But Connor Cook right now moving that ball well. Getting it done on 3rd downs, passing down the field. And then on 1st and 10, a completion to Crabtree. Just a bunch of missed tackles, and he gets in. I say a bunch. 1 main missed tackle, and then straight away, Trayvon Bromley gets hit. That's his first carry. It's a fumble, and the Raiders have it. And on 1st and 10, running with Marshawn Lynch, fighting through contact into the end zone. So now we come back out again. 2nd and 8, a completion. We try and go for it on 4th down here, but the ball comes out. Fumble again, and the Raiders have the ball again. Now, of course, we wouldn't have got the first down anyway, but 2nd and 13, we got a sack, but they have the ball 1st and goal at the 3. It's a big time stop there by Willie Henry on Lynch. We stop him again on 3rd and goal, and we do manage to hold him to a field goal, but the score now 17-0 with 4 minutes left in the first half. And on 1st and 10 here, we're running the ball with Trayvon Bromley, and he's got a block from Juju Smith-Schuster, but he just stayed too close. He just needed to take that outside, and he would have gone a lot further, and then he fumbles the ball again on 1st and 10, and the Raiders recover it again. 2 minutes 50 left in the first half. Connor Cook rolling, throwing the ball again. Marlon Humphrey stopped for whatever reason. It's another completion. Connor Cook leaves that pocket and he makes big completions. Finally, we got a sack on in there with Tyus Bowser, his second of the game. 3rd and 8 under pressure, but he gets it out. But we managed to stop Jared Cook there. Brooks with the tackle. 3rd and 1. Of course, they went for another field goal and got it. We get a completion there to Jeff Janis, trying to get some points here before this half runs out. And it's a completion there to Juju Smith-Schuster. Of course, that's where we look. And Wes Manley again looking to the corner. Juju Smith-Schuster with the catch. What a reception there to go up and get it, just beating the defensive back to the ball. And it's a great catch. That's what we've seen in the last few weeks from Juju Smith-Schuster. It's just true #1 wide receiver play. We've seen it, flashes of it all season long, and we've seen it a little more consistently near the end of this season. So we're in the second half now, and like we said, we will allow Jaquan Barber to play the second half. The score 20-7. Jaquan Barber good enough for us to still win this game, but we did have to end up punting the ball away. And the Raiders with Marshawn Lynch making people miss and picking up yardage. 2nd and 10 now, and at 30-yard line, and Lynch again making people miss, and now he's gone. Lynch is off to the races. Tim Williams trying to catch him. Lynch at the 20, the 10. Tim Williams might just catch him, does not stop him. Marshawn Lynch is in for the touchdown. They go for 2. We at least managed to stop them there. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Now Juju Smith-Schuster with the reception, holds on to the ball as he's brought down 46-yard line. But we're on 3rd and 24 now. Wes Manley is looking deep, looking for Flowers, finds him. Kevon Flowers has got that speed to then get away from the defensive backs, and he gets himself a touchdown. It's not the first one he scored like that, and hopefully it will not be the last. Well, might be the last one of this season. It is our final game after all. 1st and 10, the completion there, and Jared Cook was keeping going after 2 guys tried to tackle him. Took a 3rd to bring him down. 1st and 10. It's Connor Cook out of the pocket again to Patterson. He's in for the touchdown. The score now 33-14. 10 minutes left in the game. And a flag there at least gets us a first down. And we run with Jaquan Barber again. Finding space this time. He's over the 40-yard line. 3rd and 16 though. We've got a bunch of 3rds and very longs. But the reception again made by Kevon Flowers. A great catch. And we go for it on 4th and 3 here. Throwing it, stopping short. This just shouldn't have made that pass because it wasn't a first down. Although then again, he maybe was able to pick it up. Can't blame Wes Manley for the decision making there. 2nd and 14. Pressure stopping Connor Cook. But right now, really, they're just trying to, well, they should be trying to run the clock out. 3rd and 23. They go for the pass. We managed to sack them. And we've got the ball here. 3rd and 6. And it's a completion to Tariq Cohen, who spins away from 2 guys. Obviously had the first down and get a bunch of yards after it, but 3rd and 26 again. Nothing going right in this game for us. A pass that just was thrown into triple coverage. It's intercepted, and that will see this game end, the final one of the season.
Well, you know what? That entire game long, you could absolutely feel the fact that this game was so important for the Raiders in the playoff race. They needed to win this game. I think basically if they lost this, there were about 3 or 4 other teams that could have easily stolen their spot in the playoffs. So it was so important for them to win, and you could feel that the forced fumbles, we've fumbled, except for quarterback fumbles, obviously they happen a lot more. Running backs and receivers and things have fumbled maybe 4 times all season. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration, an underestimation, but it's not a lot. This game, we couldn't stop fumbling. The Raiders were just coming so hard. They needed this. And they got it, although, you know, we didn't play too badly in the second half. First half, we could have won this game if we played the first half like the second. Wes Manley, through 1 interception, you know, he had to push the ball down the field. It was, you know, at that point you don't have a choice. And it was a bad throw. It was supposed to go much more left, but, you know, who cares? What can you do? 244 yards, 61% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a bad day for him. Not a bad day in what could be his last game as a Raven. Well, not as a Raven, we're not going to cut him, but, you know, he's not going to be playing many more games as a starter for us. Jaquan Barber, he did okay, but we had to stop running it once he started coming. Look at that. 4 fumbles here. 2 by Trayvon Bromley, who basically didn't fumble all year. He got 63 yards before he got taken out for Jaquan Barber. Just because we said we'd play Jaquan Barber more, Barber was able to get over 500 yards. Let's see what happened receiving-wise, because we know it looked different this week. Kevon Flowers. What a game to have as the final game of the season. Show us exactly what you're capable of. 4 receptions, 105 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster blows my mind every time. He is so good now. We're not looking for a receiver in this draft. You know, if we find one, we'll take one. Juju Smith-Schuster's a number 1. Kevon Flowers has only been getting better. And Tariq Cohen also looking good again. Let's move on to the defense where, you know, we were let down. It just wasn't good enough on defense. 9 tackles for Terrence Brooks. Xavier Gooden was 7. Tyus Bowser was 6. Sacks were all right. 3 for Tyus Bowser, 2 for Xavier Gooden. No turnovers. That's always going to be the story. We need to start getting more turnovers and we'll win a lot more games next season. Of course, a lot of help will be coming. We'll be looking at a lot of defensive positions in the draft first. Then, of course, still some key positions on offense to look at as well. A quarterback, and basically we're then looking at defense for the rest of the first round, and we've got about 5 or 6 first round picks, of course. So that is it. That is the season, and 4 players have regressed. Wow, it must be based on the season, right? Are these season stats? No, it's not. It just happened to be that a lot of people underperformed in that one game. Sam Cook did badly too. I don't know how. Maybe we're kicking into wind. I don't remember him doing anything badly. But it is what it is. That is it for everything, of course. Big thing will be, does Trayvon Bromley get Offensive Rookie of the Year? Which we will, of course, look at in the off-season episode. We'll also do the rest of this, scouting college players. You know, I'll obviously take a much closer look at the players in the off-season episode as well. Tell you what we're looking at, who we like, things like that before we go into the draft for the draft episode. The next two, well, the next two should be good, should be interesting. Free agency still not a part, but taking a look at how everybody did in the season, taking a look at those stats, taking a look at Trayvon Bromley managed to get Offensive Rookie of the Year and, you know, spending all that XP on these players. That's going to be a lot of fun. Interesting to see how much better these guys get. That is it for episode 18, the end of the 2018 season, and it's only going to get better from here.